We may or may not be going back to Southport today.
We may or may not be. I'm thinking that we're probably not going to do any more clothes shopping, but we're probably going to get some coffee.
Coffee,
another
food.
horchata.
Well, here's the thing. We're supposed to go to Ballhead today, but it's supposed to storm later on. Very windy.
There's like, at this location where we are, there's up to 45-mile-an-hour wind gust. Which
If you listen closely, you might be able to hear it.
You might be able to hear them currently. So, I mean, I would just imagine that the further east we go out towards the middle of the ocean, it's
and
gonna
taking
be
the
more
ferry.
It's going to be windier. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so we were just like, let's not do Ballhead, but we might go back to Southport and just kind of shop, walk around, get lunch today, because we want to try fishy fish. I want to go to like a couple of the little antique stores and just the little shops and stuff and walk around.
There was more to see.
We're going to try and beat the rain. Anyway, Bunky's got to give you his haul of all the things we got at the market.
There were some rather incredible finds, which I'm going to save for last, but Bunky saw this. I was over shopping in this one area, and Bunky saw this shirt, which the material is kind of like
it's so soft and silky,
stretchy, soft. I was actually wearing, as y'all can tell in the video, I was wearing a striped shirt the other day. I'm actually wearing stripes again today. There's a theme going on.
There's a theme.
Here.
But this reminds me almost of like the Masters springtime. It was just a great shirt. I was like, Bunky, you need that hat.
And I got this hat, which says Marshwear on it, which is actually where we live in Myrtle's Inlet. We have the Marsh Walk, and you just kind of overlook over the inlet itself, and you're just looking at all of this marsh grass and stuff. So that was pretty cool. This is actually some cheese that's made cheese. We're so excited about some cheese. Jack and Dill cheese, but it's made in West Jefferson, North Carolina, which is up in the northwestern corner of North Carolina,
near Boone,
up near Boone and all that.
And y'all know Bunky went to App.
I've actually heard of. I mean, that's a very prominent cheese.
Listen, a Monterey Jack cheese with dill. Sign me up. Like, yes, I want that. So I'm excited to try it.
Yeah. So then, since we're on the cheese,
this is what started all of our treasures. We saw this first.
This was the first treasure that we found. Birdie's jalapeno pimento cheese.
Are you kidding me?
So apparently their Birdie makes pimento cheese in South Hill, Virginia.
There were several different flavors, but Bunky loves jalapeno.
Yeah.
But y'all, it literally says Birdie's. We were like, done, have to get it. This is coming back to Birdie. So that was our first thing, and we were like, oh, how cool.
And then this was completely random.
Bunky walked by and he's like, oh my gosh, look at this.
Yeah, like in, a lot of like these general store type places and all that, you'll walk by a sticker kiosk. At the direction that it was facing and just where my eye went to was like, it couldn't have been any better. Check that out.
Are you joking me? And Bunky and I were like, we need to have like a little, how you say, memento from Southport that we can like, always remember. And I'm like, this is it.
So then, if you take that pimento cheese and that sticker,
Chasing Sunsets,
and you put them together
in Birdie,
you get
Chasing Birdies. Are you kidding me?
Now, I do know that this is like a golf shirt, but the two words that are on here, it doesn't matter. Like, chasing birdies, y'all.
And this shirt was half off, and Bunky and I were like, we don't care. We have to have this shirt.
It was on the 50% off rack, like outside the store, and I was like, I'll just take a quick look, because I kind of like, this color. And I just flipped to this one, and I mean, I about fell on the ground.
Bunky did. I was like, what? And he's like, look at this shirt. I'm like, Bunky, we have to have it.
Chasing birdies.
To us, it's not about golf. It's about this. It's about RV life.
Yeah.
Wow. So cool.
There's the haul for you, y'all.
You ready to go back?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go back.
I would love to go back to that town right now.
We're actually back home now, but we want to tell you guys about this RV resort because we enjoyed it so much. Like, we cannot wait to go back here because it was so beautiful, and I just love how quaint it was. A lot smaller than several of the RV resorts in this area, and because of that, it just felt so peaceful. I'm sure in the summertime it's like way more busy than it was whenever we were there, but nevertheless, I feel like it would still be somewhere that y'all would love.
This was actually the first new place that we have been in. I can't even tell you
a
how
long time.
Like, it's been a while.
Yes.
So it was nice to see a change of scenery. Although the scenery looked very familiar.
Yes.
But it was nice to just be at a new place, and that's one thing that I'm actually looking forward to going forward.
Same. So let's talk about RV sites, because what's really cool about there is they actually have several sites that have a covered kind of like covered patio area, and that's also like if you're staying there for a whole entire week and you want to be able to like get out of pure blazing sun, have dinners outside, I feel like that was such a cool option. Of course, it is a little bit more expensive to have those sites, but even the regular ones, like we just had a normal site and it still felt like very spacious to us. We had plenty of room, and I like that in between like us and the next person, there was such a good amount of space, so you do not feel like you're like right on top of someone. And then as far as the amenities, first of all, you're on the Intracoastal Waterway, so you could just like sit and watch all of the boats go by, and we did that so much. And that was probably one of my favorite parts of the entire RV resort. And they have all of these amazing places for you to go and sit.
There's kind of like a walking path, I guess, along the seawall of the Intracoastal Waterway. And then you can go out to where all of the docking areas are. But they had this one structure, I guess we'll call it.
It's like this overlook that's above the water, and they have rocking chairs up there, and like you talk about the most peaceful, amazing place, like watch the sunset. We enjoyed it so much. And then the pool actually backs up to where you can see the entire Intracoastal Waterway as well, so it's like a beautiful view no matter where you're at. And then the pool actually has this amazing like big slide if you want to do that for like adults and kids. And then there's an additional pool that I think is more geared towards kids, and then there's also a hot tub. And this part was not open while we were there, but I don't even know what you call it, like a surf, water surf.
Yeah. The like it makes the like you're basically like standing on like a wakeboard or a surfboard type thing.
Yeah.
And, like, you're just like riding the wave. I mean,
I wish I would have got footage of that. I actually feel like I filmed a lot more of the campground, but for some reason I cannot find that footage. But anyway, just so many good amenities. The bathrooms and like changing areas, that was super clean. Everything about this place was really nice. There,
the store.
The
actually,
store.
So I guess the office, but it actually had a lot of general items like that, like if you needed to just like go grab like some macaroni noodles.
And then they also have, I will say, a very small little kind of like bar area. I want to say they serve a couple of food items, and I think that will be open more also like towards the summer and warmer weather. But we just cannot say enough good things. We loved it. We cannot wait to go back there. Like I told y'all, I think this is going to kind of be our new staycation spot. And the location of it in North Myrtle, you're just right there near Main Street, which we love. And then also there is an amazing shopping center which has like Home Goods and Hobby Lobby and TJ Maxx. All the husbands are like, would you shush?
There's a big sporting goods there.
There is
a Publix.
Great Publix there. Cava, oh my gosh, we love that Cava.
That's a Mediterranean restaurant for those of you who don't know.
Yeah, tons of restaurants and stuff. So, Local on the Water is just literally across the Intracoastal Waterway, and Boardwalk Billy's. Both of those restaurants are really good and have like a great, fun outdoor atmosphere, and they're right on the water, so a good view as well. Tell our friends where we are.
So we are at the Golden Griddle Pancake House, which is we've probably been coming here for over 10 years.
This is a treasure to Bunky and I.
My parents have a condo that's relatively close to the Golden Griddle, and Bunky and I used to walk up here a shameful number of mornings in a row. They just have like what I guess you would consider like your just classic breakfast diner options. Like, I love their pancakes. I feel like, and I'm really curious to go in there and see what they're like this morning.
We haven't been in a while.
Okay, y'all have to ignore me because I have crazy allergies, so I'm a little bit stopped up. But like Bunky was saying, the campground that we're at is just right across like Robert Edge Parkway. So it is so close to like Golden Griddle, Main Street in North Myrtle Beach. So there's like Flynn's there and Ducks. This used to be our stomping grounds. Like this is where Bunky and I hung out whenever we were at the condo, and this is so close by, so it's been really fun to just like be in this area again. Hamburger Joe's is also just like right down the street and Barefoot, so kind of like where we were at Carolina Pines. That's further down, but still really close to this area. But the reason Golden Griddle is so special to us is because of this red bench that is sitting out there. I'm going to show it to y'all. But we dreamed all of our dreams on that red bench. We would sit there and wait for breakfast in the mornings, and we would say, how can we move to the beach? Like, I want to move down here, and like, we want to get an RV. Even like all of those things, all of the dreams we had in our heart were made on that red bench. And it's so amazing to us how all of those things that we used to dream have come true in our life. And it just makes me like so grateful. Very nostalgic being here. And there is the red bench.
So many dreams. You know what's funny? I just saw that sign over there.
What?
There was this, remember the house that was on this street right here?
We almost bought a house on the street.
We wanted to buy the house that's like right over there so bad because we used to walk past it, and it was just always, it has so much charm.
Yeah, we're going to buy that house one day.
Yeah.
But y'all, literally, moving to the beach, getting an RV, doing YouTube full time, all of those dreams happened right there on that little red bench. Okay, so, just so y'all know, we're moving Birdie girl.
Birdie done flew the coop.
She did. This is where we used to have our other RVs, and we just like this lot so much better. And they gave us a list of all of the available options. So
Yeah.
we're gonna like walk around and see which one we like the best. But this is just flat, open. I know it's not covered, but it is so much better. Okay, I love our new spot. It's perfect because there's no one else like over on this side.
It makes me think of that country song.
What?
Wide open spaces. Right?
Yes, exactly, Bunky. Okay, I gotta get a few things out of here, and then do you want to open the fridge again?
Well, yeah. I think we need to leave it just cracked.
Okay.
But then we got to remember to close it before we drive off the next time, you know? That's
Yeah, let's
the
not
trouble.
forget that. By the way, I don't think I showed y'all. We had this little, what do you say, footrest?
Uh-huh. That's the honeycomb.
The honeycomb, Bunky calls it. We had gotten this for Sunny, and I was like, let's just bring it in here, and we have loved having it in here, so that is awesome. And then, like we told y'all in our tour, there is storage underneath our beds, and I did not like the storage that it came with, and I happened to find these at Target. They were having a sale on like storage bins, and I ordered it, and I was like, I'll just see if it fits. Y'all, they are the absolute perfect size. I love how deep they are. They're lightweight. They fit in there so much better than the ones that it came with. And basically, I've just been like putting all my clothes in here, and it's easy for me to transport in and out of the Airstream. So like whenever we're packing, I'll pack everything in here and then just bring it. And then whenever we're leaving, I'll put whatever like I didn't wear and take it back home with me. So it works out great. And I got one for each of us, but I'm gonna order 2 more so that we have them in all of our under storage. But I will find these and link them for you because they are phenomenal. When I say fit like a glove, and hopefully y'all can see, they are perfect in there.
Now, let's talk about travel plans, because several of y'all have asked us, like, are you guys not going to take a trip somewhere you've never been or go further? And yes, if you missed it in our original tour of Birdie, I was saying how my brother is getting married in May, actually like in 2 weeks now. And we have like had a lot of things just for the wedding and going home back and forth that we haven't been able to really like take a trip yet. So once his wedding is over, we plan on taking some trips, and we're so excited.
We've been limited in our opportunity to take extended trips for right now.
Yeah.
But coming up soon, I think we have, like you just said, a lot of the obligations that we already have on the calendar.
Once those big obligations are taken care of, then we'll have like a lot more flexibility and freedom to kind of like take off and go. I think I had mentioned to y'all that we were going to be going to Pennsylvania, and we're actually not. We had like a change of plans as far as that goes. But since our Pennsylvania trip got kind of like change of plans there, we have a wide open slate. So we have been trying to like decide where we want to go. I feel like we're definitely going to do Tennessee, Kentucky, because we got to go back. Y'all know that is like our heart and soul.
Yeah.
We have missed it.
There's I think a lot still to do on that trip that where we haven't even scratched the surface
Agreed.
in those states, you know? Like we
Yes.
didn't go to the original KFC.
And Mammoth Cave.
Yeah, and Mammoth Cave.
Yeah, so we have a lot more to do in that area. So if y'all have suggestions or ideas for us for that area, tell us. And then also, we want to go to like so many new places. So we are in the works of like figuring out what is our summer travel plan. We want to know what y'all's plans are for the summer. What is your route? Where are you going? Even if you don't have an RV, tell us like where you're traveling to, what vacation spots you're hitting up. We need some ideas. So
what's that special place that you're going to?
Yes.
That you've got on your calendar?
Let us know.
That we might need to put on ours.
yeah, we're planning out some different routes. We're so excited. So anyway, thank you for hanging out with us the past couple of weeks while we've just kind of had some staycations. But it's been fun to explore this area that we love and find like new hidden gems like Southport, because we cannot wait to go back. And we got to do Ballhead Island when it's going to be better weather.
Yeah, that was... Whew.
And we didn't like say it on camera, but we did go back to Southport. We had fishy fish. It was really good. I think we like Provisions maybe even a little bit better. Provisions was just so cool. You like walk in, you give them your order. It's kind of like a seat yourself, serve yourself.
I'll say the like the general restaurant experience there adds to like the experience.
It was
itself.
so fun.
Yeah, like the way that they have their processes set up is actually really cool.
And the food was delicious.
Yeah.
The fishy fish was still really good.
Oh,
great
yeah.
view, great vibes.
I had some shrimp tacos at Fishy, and let me tell you, that's what it's actually called.
Is it?
It's called Fishy.
I keep thinking it's like fishy fish.
Now I was calling it Fishy Fish Tacos. I think it's actually called Fishy Cafe.
Okay.
I had delicious shrimp tacos at
Yeah, you
the
did.
fishy place.
Yeah. Thank you all for coming along with us on our travels. We love you so much. If you are new around here, make sure you subscribe before you leave. Y'all let us know where you're headed this summer down below in the comments. As always, give this video a thumbs up and we will see you on the next one. Bye, y'all.